Just a short time ago, we received word that one of Pakistan's most wanted militant commanders was killed by an American drone strike, and this was ILYAS Kashmiri, a top al-Qaeda leader and possible replacement, reportedly, for Osama bin Laden. He has now been reported dead by the militant group that he heads, as well as a Pakistani intelligence official confirming that. His death is another major blow to al-Qaeda, of course, just over a month after terror chief bin Laden was gunned down by American commandos. I'm joined now by MSNBC military analyst and recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor, Colonel Jack Jacobs. Colonel Jack, so let's ask you with a welcome. Do you think Kashmir was identified by items collected from bin Laden's Pakistani compound? I mean, we keep wondering about the treasure trove of information we got there. Might a clue to his whereabouts be one of them?
We've known about him for a long time, of course, but like any strike, you want to have current information and intelligence, and it's got to be verified by independent sources. So although we've known about it for a long time, you don't know where somebody is exactly unless you have current information from on the ground, and it has to be verified by an independent source. Some of it almost undoubtedly came from things that we collected at bin Laden's compound, verified again by people on the ground. Really recently is the only way you're going to be able to get them.
Now, how big a deal, if you can put it in perspective, is Kashmiri's death?
Oh, I think it's a very big deal. As a matter of fact, I can make probably a convincing argument that it's, in many respects, a bigger operational deal than getting bin Laden. Bin Laden was a long-time face of al-Qaeda. He was behind the attacks in the World Trade Center and the Pentagon and so on. And, of course, our government put him at the forefront at the very beginning by saying that this guy was behind it and we're going to get him and all the rest of that stuff. We don't get him for 10 years later. And, of course, it's a big victory. But al-Kashmiri, this guy is the operational chief. It was because of him that cities, targets in Europe and the United States were at risk. Money flowed through his hands. Training was done at his behest and his direction. He was the field supervisory effort of al-Qaeda, and getting rid of this guy, he's not the only one, but getting rid of this guy is really, really important and makes both Europe and the United States much safer.
All right, Colonel Jack Jacobs, thanks for weighing in on this breaking news.
You're welcome.